Alrighty, so today we are going to be talking about a topic that I think is going to be beneficial to not only newer players, but I'd really just say all players in general, right? You could be at the intermediate level, you could be at the advanced level, you could be brand spanking new, this could be your second day on the game, etc, 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 right? And today's topic is going to be what type of banners should all players, or even just like newer players, be summoning on. Now, you've probably heard the term save for the 9th anniversary a lot over the last few weeks to last few months. Honestly, since the 9th anniversary came out on JP Dokkan, you've probably been hearing YouTubers tell you to save. And you might be asking yourself, like, why the hell should I do that, right? And it's like, why do I need to save for the 9th anniversary? What's the big deal about it and stuff like that? And in today's video, I'm going to try and aim to show you, just to illustrate why you should be saving for these big type of banners. So to get started, let's go over the formats for banners. Now, this little cover image here, we're looking at all of the banners over on JP Dokkan right now. This is actually going to give us a really good example of what each type of banner looks like. So let's go to the first one right here, and that is this Topo banner. Now, this is not on global yet. This character is not available on that version, but this is going to demonstrate what I'm talking about. This is what is known as a Dokkan Festival exclusive banner, where all of the featured units, except for this little banner unit right here, are going to be Dokkan Festival exclusives, and obviously the SR is not a Dokkan Festival exclusive as well. This is the kind of term that we would use for value for your stones, right? When you get a combo animation, you get a guaranteed featured animation or something like that, there is a, what is it, how many featured units are here? 7? There is a 6 out of 7 chance that this is going to be a Dokkan Festival exclusive that you can only pull on this type of banner. This is the only character here, this, I don't remember this guy's name, it's like Kapletsa or something like that, Kotepsla, something, I don't remember his name, something like that. But, the value for this banner is going to be better because all of the featured units, except for the banner unit, are going to be Dokkan Festival exclusives, and the only way to recruit these characters is on Dokkan Festival exclusive banners or with coins. And now, I'm not saying coin any of these units or anything like that, but that is going to be the only way that you can obtain these characters. So, that is where the value for the stones is going to come in. Now, for a Dokkan Festival exclusive banner, this is not the best gauge because most of these units here are not very good. Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 are okay, Kale is pretty good, Trunks is eh, and the androids are pretty damn good as well. Topo is cracked, but that's not at the point of the video. The point is, if you are going to be summoning on this banner, you are going to be collecting rare characters that you cannot just pull at any time. So keep that in mind. I think Dokkan Festival exclusive banners are the best value for your stones, and I think that is the type of banner that you should be summoning on. Now, the other type of banner, this is like a rare exception. We're not even gonna we're not gonna look at this. This is something that you're not gonna see all the time. The other type of banner that we have is one that is known as an Extreme Z Awakening Dokkan Festival. Now, this one is nice because the featured unit pool is very, very tiny. So, for whatever reason, you're a fan of one of these 3 characters, you can hyper-target these specific characters. So it's like, say you really like Super Vegeta, you can just summon for this banner, and if you get a featured animation, you have a 1 in 3 chance, which is obviously going to be very, very good, but I would highly, highly, highly advise against spending stones on these types of banners, just because there's not really much of a point. I am a firm believer that an EZA character that is at 55% and doesn't have something like 90% damage reduction is not going to be worth stones at all, and they're 9.9 times out of 10, they're not going to be good at 55%. So just keep that in mind. Older characters are meant to be rainbowed for their EZA, not 55%. So keep that in mind. Extreme Z Awakening banners, do not summon on them. And then here's another example of a banner that you should not be summoning on, and this is a category exclusive banner. Now, the point of these are simply to bait players into summoning for units that will help them clear an Extreme Z battle. So, this one is in relation to the STR Super Vegeta EZA. This is Android/Cell Saga. If you do a multi on this banner, you are guaranteed to recruit a character from this saga or this category in order to help you take down the Super Vegeta EZA. This is simply meant as a means to bait people into using stones if they're having trouble with an event. I would highly recommend that you do not summon on these banners, as all of these units here that you see are featured, you can pull on literally any banner that you summon on. So keep that in mind, that these characters are not worth spending stones for to target when you can just be pulling them passively just from summoning on better banners. So category banners, no. Extreme Z Awakening banners, no. Dokkan Festival exclusive banners, yes. So now that we've kind of went over these 3, let's look at the 2 last main formats of banners, and then we can start talking about specific banners that you should be focusing on specifically, and why they're so valuable. Now, this is what is known as a Carnival banner, and a Carnival banner is going to be featuring units that are of the Carnival format. It is a different type of legendary summon, essentially. The Gammas, Future Gohan, Kai Goku, and Super Saiyan Goku here are what are known as Dokkan Festival, or it's like Carnival exclusive LRs. So when they're Carnival exclusive, they are only going to be available on this type of banner that they are featured on. So essentially, it's like a new version of a Dokkan Festival exclusive LR. But the difference between this type of banner and a Dokkan Festival exclusive LR type of banner is that if you go into the unfeatured pool, there are other LRs that you can pull from it, right? So you can see right here, this Kaioken Goku, this version of Vegeta, this version of Trunks and Gohan. These guys are just regular legendary summon LRs, and that means that the unfeatured pool that you could potentially be pulling from this has a whole new slew of units that are added, and they're not just the regular premium pool. There's also other unfeatured LRs that are on top of the regular featured pool. So just keep that in mind as you are summoned. If you do summon on these banners, the value is a little bit better than a legendary summon banner, but it is still not on the same tier as a Dokkan Festival exclusive banner, because if you get a fusion, there is a chance that you get an unfeatured LR rather than a featured LR like you would on a Dokkan Festival exclusive banner. So that is why Carnival banners, these ones I would say are the second best bang for your buck, because there are a lot of LRs featured on the lineup. You can see right here, we have 7 featured LRs, and 4 of these units, about 4 or 5 of these units are pretty damn good, with Bulma, Future Gohan, Revival Goku, and then Kai Goku. Also the Gammas, I don't know if I said them, I meant to, but that is going to be a pretty good value banner, I'd say. This featured lineup is really good, so this is a good example of a Carnival banner. But if we want to go to a bad example of a Carnival banner, look no further than going to Part 1, where for Gogeta, for Part 1 of the anniversary, this is going to be a Carnival banner, and we'll kind of be elaborating on this at the end of the video. This is one where we have a not-so-good lineup. So you're really good, you're okay, you're really bad, you're not that great, you're really bad, you're pretty good after your EZA, you're really good after your EZA. And then you have the same kind of issue where you see all of these unfeatured units, including unfeatured LRs. So just keep that in mind, that you are going to be fighting more of an uphill battle to pull the unit that you actually want. So that is what a Carnival banner is. Now let's look at a regular legendary summon. And in my opinion, aside from like category banners and other things like that, this is 100% the worst type of summon to be chasing, right? Because this was the old format for like for summons, right? So here we go. This is what we call a legendary summon banner. Now, the one thing to note is that there is a pity system on these banners if you do 1,000 stones. Is it worth it? Absolutely not, because you can see this lineup right here. You're pretty good, you're not good, you're not good, your EZA is okay, your EZA is okay, you're decent for Super Battle Road, and you two suck, right? So this lineup is really bad. There's only 3 featured LRs compared to, what was it, 7 on the Carnival LR format? And then you have all of these right here. And if you get an animation, like let's just say you get like an Awadida animation, or like just Krillin flying in for AGL Dispo, you're going to be pissed, right? Compared to if it's a Dokkan Festival exclusive banner and you get a fusion, or you get a just Krillin, or you get some type of combo, then your value for the stones are going to be a lot better. So legendary summons, if you are a newer player or somebody who is managing your stones and not spending money on them, I highly, 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 highly recommend you never summon on a legendary summon banner. It is just not worth it. Now, just to close out this video, why are the anniversary banners so recommended? Why is everybody telling you to summon on them ad nauseum, right? It's pretty simple, right? We have, I'm going to say we as a collective, for content creators that are speaking to an audience, are just trying to give you the best value for each multi-summon that you're doing, where if you spend the 50 stones on a banner, the chances of you getting something that you're going to be excited for, the chances that you're going to get something that you can use in hard content, something that's going to boost your account, this is the best way to do it. Because you can see right here on this banner, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Dokkan Festival exclusive, so only on these types of banners, LRs. And if you also want to include the TUR, we have this Broly right here who's okay. He has an AoE. He's very good for newer players. And then we have this Golden Frieza who's going to work pretty well on Broly's team. So when you look at this banner right here in specific, you are looking at 8 of some of the better units in the game, the top tier, the most exclusive characters in the game, essentially. Dokkan Festival exclusive LRs. We don't get many of these a year. I think it's like, how many do we get of these a year at this point? 4? 5? I think it's 5, because anniversary, we get one for Tanabata, which is in June, and then like December for Global, right around there. When we sync up, it's not going to matter. And then we have the 2 for Worldwide. So 5 of these a year. and then there's going to be a, a conclusive section of 8 of them on one banner during the anniversary. So the most exclusive characters essentially in the game are going to all be centralized in one spot on these banners, and that is why it is so worth it to summon on the Dokkan Festival exclusive format. And the anniversary just happens to be giving out some of the best characters of all time this year, so that is why it is so important that you are saving your stones for these. Because you're going to be someone who's, like, let's just say for some reason you decided to chase a Tech TN, right? I don't know why you would do that, but maybe you did it. And you're out of stones now. And then a couple weeks, in a couple months, you're going to be seeing this Gogeta Blue. You're going to be seeing this Beast Gohan running around, and you're going to be pissed when you're just chilling using your TN when other people are posting their Beast Gohan multis and you don't have access to them. So keep that in mind, that a Dokkan Festival exclusive banner like this one, I think this is the banner that gets all of your stones essentially right now because of this featured lineup. The Superheroes team has 4 massive units of usage right now on that team, just on this banner alone. So Beast Gohan, UI Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta, and the AGL Blue Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Vegito are 4 of the best units for the superhero team, and that is where the value is coming from, right? If you get an Awarida, if you get a fusion on this banner, you are guaranteed to get a Dokkan Festival exclusive or a Dokkan Festival exclusive LR, and it's just going to be the highest value for your stones. So there you guys go. We kind of broke down, and if you're kind of listening to this on the side, the idea of today's video, like I said, we went over all of the different types of formats for banners. So cliff notes, what type of banners should you be summoning on? Dokkan Festival exclusive LR banners, and then Dokkan Festival exclusive TUR banners that have high value. So an example of a TUR banner that has high value, Saiyan Day. A lot of good units on this banner, right? A TUR banner that has not a lot of value, this Frieza banner, where you don't really see any usable TURs, right? It all comes down to the lineup. If you're confused, you can always ask down below. But Dokkan Festival exclusive banners, number 1, always summon on these when you want to. Number 2, Carnival banners, usually 7 to 8 featured LRs, very high value with LRs, but you have to keep in mind that there are the unfeatured LRs that you can also pull on those, so you just have a more diluted pool of units to pull. And then the ones you should never be summoning on are Legendary Summons, Extreme Z Awakening banner summons, and as well as category exclusive summons. Tickets are a whole different thing. The Heroes banner, that's a whole different thing. We could talk about that in another video, but let me know down below if you found this video helpful. What banners are you looking forward to summoning on over on the global side of things, or even if you're on JP, just let me know what you've been summoning on recently. So thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like. If you are new around here, subscribe for daily Dokkan content. If you want to further support me and the content I'm creating, please consider becoming a channel member below. I would greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next one.